Thank you for clicking on Whyte Noize Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Whyte Noize Podcast. This is episode 5, pre-recorded for you guys today. Mr. Jaden is going to be gone next week. What a bum. But make sure to go hit us up on Instagram and Spotify, and then also for everyone on YouTube here, hello. Welcome in co-host Jaden here.
Let's go. I'm still here. Not next week. Not the week that you guys are going to be seeing this.
That's why it's a pre-recorded.
Yep.
Pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded episode.
Because he's still here. So.
Not post-recorded.
Well, let's see. You kind of, unbeknownst, kind of matched me a little bit. Or I matched you. I don't know.
Got some jeans on, friend.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Sure. You don't like jeans?
I like them like when they're a little baggy. Not
sure.
Like, this is more like a
formal dress jean. Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't know. My mama make me wear them sometimes, and I'm like, no, I don't want painted on jeans.
Yeah.
It's like,
spray on shoes, spray on jeans.
It's like I'm not.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. It's yeah, I don't know. But I got the sweats on.
And he's got a new sweatshirt on, guys.
New sweatshirt on. You're wearing the same shirt too.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt as last week's episode.
Yeah, I got a new hoodie. This I pre-ordered from one of my teammates' apparel brand that he made.
Check it on YouTube if you want to see it in video.
Yeah. We'll put a link in the bio. I'll give you the link for it, but it's a racing team that we do, but he makes his own apparel for it. He's made socks, he's made gloves. He made a like a sweat towel, or like something, or like just a towel for anything, mostly like to wipe yourself off if you're sweaty, or like to wipe off your bike, whatever.
Is it BMX? Was it on your BMX like teammate?
Yeah, like it's one of our teammates.
Dad. Am I right? Like
no,
wasn't
he is a dad. He is a dad. He just races for us as like a teammate. So he lives actually right by the gym too.
Wasn't his son in our workout class, or am I thinking of a different guy?
No. He has kids, but they're little. So.
Okay.
But I'll show you. I won't show you who he actually is, but this is kind of what he looks like.
Yeah, I saw that, and that's what I was thinking.
It's cartoon, so yeah, he's a big bearded guy. Really loving, really funny. But yeah, he made his own apparel brand, separate to obviously the team. So it's like his own brand. It's Banana Brett is what we call him. I won't say his last name, but yeah. Banana Brett is basically. I mean, if you click on the link, the whole thing will be there. But
nice. And yeah. He's got bananas. He's got bananas in his hood.
Yeah, in the hood it's got the bananas, but I think it's kind of comfy, kind of cool. Kind of just want to buy it just to more or less support the brand a little bit. But yeah, so shout out to he does it through Local Line Apparel. Mm-hmm. So yeah, where are you going, mister?
Yeah, well, second pre-recorded episode 5. I'm going to a baseball stadium tour, baseball game tour. Not like kind of like a tour, right? So me and my mom and dad were gonna go just go around the states near us, like in the Midwest, and kind of just watch some baseball games in different stadiums.
Yeah, do you prefer to watch baseball, or like do you prefer to like watch other sports?
I haven't really watched. Oh, you're saying like on the TV?
Yeah, like actually like I guess like watch or in stadium. I guess it's a little different because I mean, I like being there is fun and everything.
Right.
But, so I'd say yeah, in person. Which one would you prefer? Because I'm pretty sure. Have you been to football games in person? No.
Well, I've only been to one football game in my whole life in person, and that was at a high school game. Wasn't even a Vikings game.
Might have to take you to the Vikings game sometime or something.
And then I've never been to a basketball game other than high school games.
Really?
Never been to a Wolves game.
Timberwolves? No. I've been to a few through YMCA, and then also I think YMCA, and then one through my school for elementary. Nice. But they're fun. I like the the Wolves games. Those are fun to watch in person. Otherwise, I don't really watch them.
Yeah.
I only watch if I go in person.
Right. But I go to a lot of Twins games, and so I'd have to probably say that. I've only been to like 2 Wild games, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're only Twins and Wild.
I've been to like one more Wild game than you, and that's because
Yeah.
my grandmother's obsessed with Wild, so
Yeah.
she's got a lot of like signed everything, kind of like how you guys are with baseball.
Yeah.
So, hockey might be honestly probably one of my favorite sports to like watch in person. Honestly,
Yeah.
and I don't even like hockey. It's not even like my favorite sport,
No,
but like just
it's-
going to watch is fun.
Yeah, it's cool, especially some of the fights.
Yeah.
Like I went to one of my friends' hockey games. You know who you are? I actually work with him with my dad.
Okay.
And he actually texted me this today. He was talking about the podcast. He goes, W podcast. Like, nice. Because he was just watching it. And he
Yeah.
texted me. He goes, oh, you screamed right into the microphone and I jumped. I'm like, oh, nice. Anyway, I used to watch some of his hockey games. I think I went to 2 or 3 of them. And I think in both of them, there was fights. But in one of them, he just slammed right into somebody. And it was like the last 4.1 seconds of the whole game, he was in the penalty box.
Damn.
Because he just ran right
Yeah,
into somebody.
I remember
Trucked him
watching.
over.
I remember watching the what was it? It was some sort of championship. Like I said, I'm not like too followed up on hockey. I just watched the games, but it was like the USA versus Canada game.
Oh, yeah.
And I like how like with USA, it was like most of the people were from Minnesota, anyways, because I mean like that's kind of Minnesota is like carries the boat for USA when it comes to hockey.
Who's going to carry the boats?
But oh my god,
Carry the logs.
but yeah, I just remember watching that game quite literally just for the fights because that's all it was. It basically was a boxing match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hockey. Whoa.
What would you say?
Hockey?
What's hockey?
I don't know.
Fun hockey?
Fun hockey.
Oh, yeah.
We making new words in WM podcast.
Yeah, I was there right in the studio.
Right in the studio, making
Put it right in the
brand new
dictionary.
words.
Did you know they took out gullible in the dictionary?
Don't even. Really?
Over here. Okay.
Want me to fact check that?
Okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I'll record it. It's on WR.
We're gonna see here. Is gullible?
Get a load of this guy.
Is gullible
Are we serious?
in the dictionary?
You actually looking it up? No way.
Yes, gullible is in the dictionary, and it means easily deceived or trickened. But yeah,
Okay.
that's
Get
what-
all of this guy over here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna transition into, you could say, outfit change.
outfit
That he
change.
does not know.
I
about.
did not know this.
So
He
while
said he
while
told
I
me he brought something, and for a second I thought there was a bunch of like, we'll just say toys in there.
Okay. No, no.
I was like, what is going on with this guy here? I don't know what he brought. But
What do you mean? What do you mean by toys? Like cards, like playing cards, right?
those aren't toys; those are cards.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant like a Buzz Lightyear, right? Or like Woody, or like
RC cars.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Anyway. Ah, he threw the wets all over me.
Hey, you say he's gonna change anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess I have to change. He just threw his coconut edition.
Hey, this
Red
this
Bull
guy
edition.
here.
Get on this guy.
He's about to change in front of me.
All right, you guys, you see the fit?
I don't.
I'll give him a hint.
I do not see the fit.
What is in the day we're recording this, and I hope you guys had a happy blank. What is in 2 days?
Oh my god, are you dressed as Uncle Sam, my guy?
No.
No.
Okay, reveal.
Oh my god.
And now you can wear this one.
Oh yay.
And it's got a little button on it. You can have little lights. You like my lights?
Where's the bite?
Right there.
Damn. All the epileptic people.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. That's I'm gonna
Epileptic.
turn mine off.
The epileptic.
My lights are off, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think of the fit? Happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope you guys had a happy 4th.
Who'd you pull that off of, bro? That thing is huge.
I bet you can guess.
I don't think I
My brother.
could. Your brother had that.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Is that whole wardrobe from your brother?
Nope, this tie is mine, and both those hats are mine.
Just
Just the big old jacket. If you guys can't see what I'm wearing a big American flag like suit jacket. And me and co-host have American flag fedoras on.
yes.
And I have a tie that
Dude,
can
I
change
can't
from
believe
red to red and blue. The people watching from the Kentucky trip,
it's only
I think they've seen this. Or
it's
they
only
haven't seen
July
it, but they heard
2nd.
about it. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Well, now it is.
Now
they're
it is.
seeing it.
Yeah, they're seeing it.
Hope you guys
after.
had a happy 4th.
Yeah.
America's birthday, right?
Yes. I'm gonna be all alone.
Hallelujah. Okay.
I'm gonna be all alone on 4th of July.
Alone?
Yeah.
Why? What are you doing on the 4th?
Well, my parents and my sister are going up to the cabin like we do every year.
Mhm.
Except this year I work, and then I work on the 4th actually. Hashtag go visit Eric's. I'm lonely on the 4th, but they won't see this till after. I just realized that. But
Sorry, I just like that idea.
but then
What did you just do? What did you just do? Why did you do that?
mm-mm.
You just
Go check out YouTube if you want to see it, bro.
you just
If you and then I work, and then I'm also house sitting for my girlfriend's house.
You're just gonna sit on her house? Or at her
Yeah.
house?
Sit on her house. On the
Are you gonna be the
house.
only one in her house or something?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
I mean, yeah, would I like her to be there with me? Yeah, but she can't go right now.
Yeah.
So
What are you gonna do? Just eat all the snacks?
probably. I mean,
Why'd your eyes I guess you look for you went like this.
cross-eyed. Now they can't hear me. 'Cause I got...
They can hear you. You just have
Can't
to
hear me?
speak louder.
Speak louder!
Okay.
Sorry.
He's taking off the sweatshirt. Guys, don't look, cover your eyes.
I'm not stripping.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Don't uncover your eyes, did you say?
No, I said cover your eyes.
Okay.
Wait, maybe. No, yeah, I didn't say don't uncover.
Don't uncover your eyes.
Don't uncover your eyes.
That means they're already closing their eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was a surprise.
Yeah.
And he stole my hat.
Well, you put it down. It was up for grabs. You can have it back.
You stole my hat. Oh my god. Try that again, my guy.
Okay. All the hats off camera.
Damn it.
This is a little hot. Yeah, that's why I wore the jeans, though. It's because it can kind of, like, America, right? A lot
For-
of country people wear jeans. And so
You don't have America's jeans?
no.
America has jeans somewhere.
I was going to wear my American flag shorts.
Yeah.
But those are also my swim trunks. And I don't want to wear those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Ja.
Ja.
Ja,
What
baby.
is that?
What is what?
Ja.
Ja? Ja Morant?
No, what is that language?
Ja? It's not a language.
That's not a language. That's not from a language.
I don't think so. Ja Morant?
Who that?
Are we serious?
Who that?
You don't know who Ja Morant is?
It doesn't ring a bell, buddy.
And you said you went to... Okay, well. You guys can flame him in the comments.
Yeah,
You can
tell me
figure it
who this is in the comments.
Yeah. Clear the skies.
I have more important
Unintelligent.
things going through my mind right now,
Like
such
this.
as yes, that
This
plant is very
little
important.
prickly plant.
Or what we're gonna name this guy, because we're supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that this episode.
I think so. That was your. This is his priority, my guy. This is your priority.
Okay. I don't know what we're gonna name him. I said
Debate.
next episode, but I completely forgot that it would be pre-recording. So
I like
names on the table.
Bob.
Nobody else has said a name
Jaden.
on any of them. I'm not voting for Jaden.
I don't care.
Or JJ. Do Jaden Jr.
Well, we gotta set up a poll in the comments.
Well, they're just not commenting anyways. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Leaving views. Maybe leave a like. Even.
Yeah. I mean,
Or a
it's
comment.
free. Whatever.
Talking about this little guy.
Yeah. If you're not gonna do it for us, do it for unnamed.
Yeah,
here.
do it for Rainbow Friends.
Rainbow Friends. Yeah.
We need a name for Rainbow Friends. Actually, I think we should settle a name now. Now.
Jaden.
Nope. Anything but Jaden. So, we have Bob the Blob, which is kind of copyright.
Yes. Well, no, not really.
I mean,
He's
Bob
not
the Blob is already somebody.
So is probably Gert.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So Bob the Blob, Gert,
And what was
or
it?
Timmy.
Timmy. Oh. There's a lot of Timmys.
There's a lot of Timmys. Like Timmy from Acapulco.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, everyone knows Timmy from Acapulco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Timmy. Hey, Timmy.
Okay. Well, how about Gert? What do you think of Gert?
I like Gert.
You like Gert? Should we name him Gert?
Guys, I think we're naming him Gert. His name temporarily is now Gert. But if we get 3 comments of another name, like 3 comments of Bob or 3 comments of Jaden, not you, you can't
Jaden.
comment it.
I have 3 different accounts.
And then 3 comments
300.
of Timmy.
Yes, I have 300 accounts.
Okay, shut up. Then we'll change his name, but now his name is Gert. Everybody, welcome Gert to the YN or WN family. Welcome Gert to the WN family. I was saying YN. Round of applause for Gert.
Wait, YN?
It's a YN on accident.
Are we switching it to YN podcast?
No, because we're not those.
Are you sure?
We're actually
We're
the opposite.
We could identify though.
I don't want to identify as.
You don't?
No.
Dude, we're not even close to Brooklyn Park.
We're close to Coon Ratchet.
I'm not scared of Coon Ratchet. Brooklyn Park is the hood of Minnesota. Let's be
Yeah. I got those stains on my jacket.
Your jacket.
On my jacket.
That's my jacket.
Gang, what?
That's my jacket.
Your jacket. You
I think-
claim your
I think
territory on it.
I think I'd look better in it.
Wrong.
Claim territory?
You just not got that.
How am I supposed to claim territory? How did you claim territory?
That's what the stain is.
That looked like coffee. Did that come out of you is the question. Did that come out of you? What are you doing?
No, it didn't.
So
Yeah.
it's coffee.
Nope. Yep.
Chocolate.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Milk.
Okay. Let's move on to you have some questions for
Debates. 4th of July debates.
4th of
maybe.
July debates.
Maybe.
Okay, we're gonna transition into thank you,
guys
Gert.
just came out of Gert's butt.
Okay. Okay,
That's
not
crazy.
needed.
Well, it's true.
It is true.
Gert
Okay.
just flashed everyone.
Okay.
Debate!
Debates. Okay, let's go, guys.
Yeah.
So, first question I have for co-host Brady here.
Yes.
Very debatable question here. Every time we say that word, we gotta.
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Come on, guys. We all know hot dog's a sandwich.
You think it's a sandwich?
We all know it's a sandwich.
Why do you think it's a sandwich?
Let's think. The only thing it's missing is cheese, normally. But a sandwich contains bread, meat, and cheese, normally. That's what I would consider a sandwich. Like, it could be a turkey sandwich or
What about a hamburger?
ham sandwich.
Hamburger doesn't have cheese.
Yes, it does.
Then it's a cheeseburger. Stupid.
If it just has cheese, yes, it's a cheeseburger. But if it has lettuce, tomatoes,
Then it's a hamburger.
and cheese, then it's a hamburger.
Then it doesn't have cheese. It's still a sandwich. You're right, but
Yeah, it
It's-
is still
it
a
do-
sandwich. I'm just saying, when the definition I feel like of a sandwich should be meat, bread, and cheese, and then the add-ons are like mayonnaise.
put mayo on your hot dog.
No, I'm talking about like a sandwich in general, like just like what you think of when you see a sandwich, like 2 loaves of bread.
Right,
some
but
turkey,
this is like
some-
almost like one continuous piece of bread. It doesn't break.
Yeah, you can, because
Hot dog bun doesn't break off.
Sometimes you can. Sometimes they do. If you buy like the cheap grocery ones, the really bad ones, those ones tend to break.
Then you can also smush 2 pieces of bread together and make it a hot dog bun.
Exactly. So, I think so, but some people say no because he's like, oh, where's the cheese? What about the cheese-filled hot dogs? Sorry, I swore. I just got excited there because that was a proven point.
Well, if it's a normal hot dog? Hot dog's a hot dog.
Some
The
people
cheese
say-
the cheese doesn't matter. Cheese doesn't make it a hot dog, or cheese doesn't make it a sandwich. I think a hot dog is its own thing. It's like calling a taco a sandwich. Because if it has meat and cheese and some
But
sort
this
of
is American,
bread
again.
kind of thing, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, because a hot dog is American.
Yeah, and a taco is Mexican, so you're basically saying a hot dog and a taco are sandwiches, in a way. But
No,
I feel like a hot
tacos-
dog is its own thing.
If the Mexicans want to say a taco is a sandwich, go for it. But I'm American. I'm saying a hot dog is a sandwich.
I don't think so. I think hot dog's its own thing.
Okay. Well, do you think socks should be worn with sandals or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! High five. High foot. Hey!
Here you go.
Ah! Neither of us said let me. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and
He
result.
probably heard it really loud on the mic too.
End result. I think hot dogs are its own thing.
Agreed.
What?
I was trolling the whole time.
Did you guys just hear that?
I was trolling.
No,
the
you
whole-
weren't. No,
Yes,
you
I
weren't.
was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
No,
It's okay. You can
'cause
be
I
wrong,
agree.
Brady. You can be wrong.
I agree.
Nope, you can be wrong. It's already too late. You've proven
what
to
if
me
I am
too
right,
much
though?
information that I know that you're lying now.
What if the hot dog sandwich community agrees with me more than you? So what if that means I'm actually right here and you're wrong?
Well, then we'd both be wrong.
Okay then.
You're wrong either way, and I'm possibly right.
So boom.
So you're a woman?
Boom.
What?
Aren't women always right?
No,
You're
I said
saying-
I'm possibly right. And I said you're always wrong.
That is true.
I know the customers are always right.
So you're straight, is what you're saying. So,
Yeah,
'cause
I'm not.
I'm always wrong, and I'm saying he's straight.
Because you are gay. Next question.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think that certain fireworks should be illegal, and why?
I usually don't light a lot of fireworks, but I feel like there's some. I mean, I guess no.
No.
In a sense, no. It's just the way you're taking care of it, or like how safe you're being.
Okay, that is true.
Because like if you're being stupid, then
I
that's
would
when the
be
accidents
unsafe.
happens, and then they will sue the company of the fireworks. But like you just don't do that because you just didn't take the proper safety etiquette.
So I'm a big Star Wars fan, and one thing I always want to do is grab those like repeating shooting fireworks.
Oh
you know?
yeah, like,
The ones that, and then like have a gunfight with them
Yeah.
against someone else in it.
yeah.
And to me, I feel like that, like I've always just seen that as like a Star Wars battle. You know?
Right.
So I mean, that's just my brain.
Yeah.
Or,
But no, yeah, they should keep those. It's just like when people
You
get
know
hurt like
those-
that, then they gotta know that it was their own fault.
You know, yeah, that is true. And you gotta take accountability for your. But you know those like spinning things at like parks. You know, like the spinning wheel. that
Oh,
you
yeah?
See people attach themselves to and like fly. I want to do that and launch fireworks. I feel like that would be fun too. I'm a wild guy.
Nah, yeah,
I
you'd-
just need
yeah,
the
you'd-
I just
you'd
need the
hurt someone.
materials. You know.
You'd
don't have
hurt
the
someone
materials.
pretty bad.
Huh?
You'd hurt someone. It's gonna like fly right in their mouth or something while they're talking.
Yeah.
That would hurt so
That'd
bad.
be their fault because they were standing by me.
Yeah, it'd be their fault because they decided to go to the park the same day as you, not knowing that you brought in
Hey, dude,
fireworks.
I'm the type of guy that likes going to cheapskate and running over kids. So
Okay, no, dude, this guy just reminded me. Oh, that kind of made me cringe when you said that.
why?
It reminded the guy at the bus. He goes like, "Oh, you want to pick a fight with the guy that punches metal for fun, bro?" You just reminded me of that. You just made me cringe so much, Mister. Not the type of guy that runs over kids at cheapskate.
I don't care about other people's safety. A little bit.
Timmy Tough Knuckles over here.
No, I'm just saying that because you can run little kids over at cheapskate. I feel like that should be allowed. They just get back up. They're bouncy.
What?
They bounce up. They don't really have bones. Let's be real. They just like hit and then like.
Unless they smash their head.
They'll be fine. Their parents probably dropped them enough as a child. They'll be all right.
Okay. Now we're talking about parenting. Okay.
About ourselves?
No.
Oh.
I said parenting.
I think the audience knows both of us have probably been dropped a few times. I was kidding.
Audience meaning parents.
What?
So audience meaning the parents too.
Yes.
Yeah, they know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
What are you doing for 4th?
I'm on a trip. Oh, for fourth?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're gonna watch fireworks, but I don't know 100%. I might low-key wear the same fit.
Same fit.
Same fit right here.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Like I just said, I don't know.
Why don't you let me wear that to work? Okay.
Because it's mine. It doesn't say Brady on it.
Pass me a marker.
Okay. Okay. Next question. I feel like this could be like one of the last.
Yeah.
You read it off on your little list. Is cereal a soup?
Oh my god. No.
Why not?
My god. No. That's not gonna be the last question, my guy. We're not ending on cereal.
Cereal is soup.
I haven't had cereal in forever.
That's not the question.
I've been on the egg grind.
Answer the question. I've also been on the egg grind, but answer.
Egg grind.
I had an egg quesadilla this morning.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Maybe Acapulco should make those. Tell
They
them
should.
tell them to start making those.
Eggadilla.
Talk to
Yep.
Bob the Blob.
Bob the Blob.
What if you started calling him that?
I think I have at one point. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay, this is getting hot. I'm about to
I don't know
unbutton my
what's-
2 buttons here, guys.
I don't know what the definition of soup would be. You're getting hot there?
Yeah, so it's getting hot. I'm airing out now.
Yeah, which is probably why it would have been better if I didn't show up in old snowboarding gear
Yeah.
the first time. But yeah, I think I don't know. Have you ever used milk in a soup?
No.
Then I'd say no.
Well, I have.
I think cereal.
But wait, what are
the
these?
idea of cereal is gross. Just because it's like you could just have milk as a drink, but then instead you're just adding like in it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a little bit because it's just soup is kind of in a bowl or can be in a bowl, and it's some sort of liquid mixed with other stuff, and so like chicken noodle soup, it's like broth, water,
Yeah.
and then that's what the milk
is
would be.
Milk broth then?
No.
Well, I feel like technically broth. No, because you can actually buy broth as its own thing. Because I feel like broth would.
I feel like
be
it's a soup in a way, but not like a soup as people intend it.
Sure.
What are you looking up?
Questions.
This guy's looking up if gullible's in the dictionary,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Again.
There's no gullibles written on the ceiling.
Ooh, this one's actually kind of an interesting question. Is it better to be TikTok or Instagram famous? I mean, I kind of know this one, but which one would you say is better?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You have both, my guy.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're not famous.
Neither.
You might be famous after this, though. Look at this guy.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, in my sweaty fit.
Yeah.
This tie's itchy.
I don't know. By definition, I feel like it'd be better to be Instagram famous because if you look at it, like 1 million followers on or TikTok, would be. It's not easy, but it'd be like easier to achieve than 1 million on Instagram. I feel like the equivalent would be like maybe 100,000 for Instagram would be like 1 million on TikTok. I'm not sure.
I feel like it's better to do Instagram. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but it might be.
This one actually is. I've done this before, but
Kiss boys.
in general, my God.
You didn't say no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down that. Is DC
that
better
means
than,
it was yes.
is DC better than Marvel?
I don't really watch a lot of DC, so I'd say no.
Really?
hmm
What's the latest Marvel movie that you've seen?
I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me. Is that brain cells not working there? You can tell. You're like
Venom.
Venom. The third one?
Venom's Marvel, right? Yeah. Yeah, Venom.
Did you just
The newest
ask, is
one.
it Venom Marvel?
No, I had to make sure in my head. Yeah, that one. The most recent Venom movie.
Are you like a big Marvel guy or a
No.
big DC guy?
No,
What are you a big of?
neither.
Neither. You just like doom scroll? Is that how you watch things? Is that what you do all day?
No,
You don't watch TV?
no, I literally don't watch TV anymore.
Okay.
Other than if new seasons come out on Netflix, like the new Squid Game.
Yeah.
I watched that like a little bit.
Okay. Did the new part of the season come out already?
Well, season 3, yeah,
In 3, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
came out when I was on the mission trip.
Sick. You watch it on the mission trip?
No,
That'd be great.
no, I'm not gonna be helping out somebody move and then also watch Squid Game.
Streaming the Squid Games. No, I think I don't know. Certain characters in DC I like better than Marvel.
Batman. I like Batman. Michael Jackson.
No.
Michael Jackson is not in
If
DC,
you
buddy.
look at the video,
Ah!
this just slid down my face, like unintentionally.
Whoa.
The mic is attached to you.
I know, that's why I'm making the noise.
Oh my god. But no, I thought yes, Batman is the G, but
Batman.
I am Batman.
Batman. What
Now
about
everyone
Gert?
knows, but I think yeah, overall Marvel's better.
I am the darkness.
You are the darkness.
I am the darkness.
Say that again.
I am the darkness.
Well, I
What?
thought actually like sound pretty decent. If you actually tried.
You say like Batman?
No, you sound like Bane.
Oh. Okay, buddy.
Have you not seen the 3 movies?
No.
Oh my god, this dude. You haven't seen the Dark Knight trilogy.
No. Like I said, I don't watch.
You should.
That kind of
You're missing out for real. Like, you're missing out. I'm telling you. Anyone
And
who's
you're
seen it,
gay.
like, well, that's like the
You're
best.
missing
Marvel,
out on
or
women.
best DC. That if we're about to like go into a roasting battle about like girls, I mean, if you want to go down that track, that's what this podcast episode can be about.
No, this one's nice and clean.
Nice and clean.
Mm-hmm. I'm
ADHD.
trying to make stripes. With my,
We're
my
recording a podcast and this dude's like over here counting his money.
No, I'm not counting. I'm making stripes. Look,
Oh really?
I'm making it red and then white and blue and then red and then white and blue. You like my stripes?
Damn.
Wait. Maybe you guys can hear it. It's like satisfying. Can you hear it?
I literally remember on the first episode, this is not ASMR. As one guy commented. No.
Do you like the stripes?
Actually, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so fire.
That looks pretty good.
Okay,
That looks pretty good.
moving on. Next segment.
Segment. We got another segment?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we do have another segment.
I think it's time for.
My God.
What time is it?
2:22.
No! What time is it?
God o'clock.
God o'clock. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. This week's drumroll, please. WN podcast.
Bible verse of the week.
Let's go.
This
All
is the third one this week.
This is the technically, but not actually.
Not actually.
Anyway,
Yes.
today we have Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 9.
Yeah.
The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves him who pursues righteousness.
Thoughts?
I picked that one.
You did pick that one.
My thoughts on it. I think the thing I like about this, I guess, is more so just talking about how I feel like a lot of people assume like the way to, this is the general assumption of how to get to Christ is by doing good things, when in reality it's just acceptance that you're a sinner and repentance, and then also having a relationship with God. Those are the three things that you need to do to, I would say, to get into heaven. And even though heaven is the end goal, the journey through here and through this life, if you're wondering why are we in this life, it's so that we can have a relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
That would I say would be the meaning of life in itself, in this world. But yeah, when it comes to this, I'd say when you do things wicked, it's an abomination to God. That's really just talking about obviously sin in itself, or just sin in itself. But there are, I would say, the true evil part of sin is the people that sin but know they're sinning and choose to do it, and I'd say in almost like a rebellion against God. Kind of like Lucifer. He was prideful, and in that pride he rebelled against God, saying that he'd be better and stronger than he is and everything. Very stupid. And I'd say obviously that is an abomination to God. And then the part where it says, but he who loves God, he who loves him is like praised by God, basically. That's just saying if you have a relationship with God, he accepts you. He accepts your sin. You know?
Right. Kind of tying back in what you said, rather than why are we just like automatically in heaven, like right out of, you could say, birth, right?
Yeah.
And the reason we're in this world is kind of like a pinky promise you're gonna follow the path of the Lord. And so of course, tying everything back in a mission trip, one of it was Father Wheeler. He had a homily during one of the masses, and he was talking about how kind of like if you trust in the Lord, then everything's gonna go well. And so he's saying that there's one of these I wouldn't say rituals, but like back then, like they do this to kind of signify like if you and me were to pinky promise, right? And so this one was they cut up animals in half, and you'd walk through the guts of the animal to kind of signify like, you know, like I promise, like everything will be good, right? And so the Lord walked through the animals to signify his promise, but then he also walked through it again to signify the other one's promise. So he walked in it twice to do both promises. So even if one of them breaks it, then he takes the blame. So which is just like, it's like that level of love and
forgiveness.
Yeah, forgiveness. That's what I was looking for. Forgiveness that the Lord has for us is awesome. And the other guy did.
Not to be taken for granted for, I'd say.
Right.
Which a lot of times we do.
Right. The other guy did break the promise, and then that resulted in the Lord being crucified.
Yeah.
But then he's back because of the love, and he died for the sins, and so not everybody is chilling. But anyway, back to what I was trying to say, is keeping that promise is really good. So it's like if you just automatically go in and know that the Lord is there, you're just, it's obviously gonna be nice, but you want to build that relationship first, so then he knows that like you're, I would say, his child, or like he can trust you. And so it's just building that bond, like if I were to trust him, trust co-host over here.
Yeah.
So
I feel like when it comes to prayer, a lot of the times it gets taken as something like just asking God for something, whether it be strength or like a physical item, winning the lottery, I don't know.
Right, or
But
doing good on a test.
instead, a lot of the times, how I pray is for either seeking guidance, which is a big one, like before doing anything, it's recommended to pray about it. Like, God, is this the right choice for me? Because ultimately, that would be the best choice, is whatever his choice is for you.
Yeah.
But then also praying like as if you're talking to your father or your dad. Some people actually have such a close relationship with God that they actually call God dad instead of father, and that's kind of that just level of relationship,
right?
I guess. So it's like, and one interesting thing I was gonna say last podcast,
like that last episode,
and how when you said bringing in or coming into this life, it was kind of confusing me at a start, where it was like, why are we born sinners, but the first breath that we breathe as a newborn, and actually it's the natural motion of breath, so technically it's not even your first or last breath, it's every breath you breathe, you're breathing the name of God. So it's just the natural way. For the science about it, you breathe like that. So it sounds like
okay.
like Yahweh is the name of God. So it's is the natural breath. And I was like, why do we get brought into this life breathing the name of God, but we're also brought into this life as a sinner? And I guess that just is one of those, questions that as you learn, get older and learn about, like, you just stumble across questions like that are just confusing and everything.
But like with the answering that question, that's like with the trust. So you're born a sinner to kind of build that relationship with God, to try to cast those or like to get those sins away from you. And so like building that trust is going to take those sins away. And if you don't, then you're going to keep them. And then
it also makes me wonder, because I know last podcast we were talking about like the God knowing different outcomes of life and like branching off. If that is the case, I just feel like in the beginning, did God know that? Like, obviously I feel like he knew that with free will and everything, like it would have been a possibility with Eve taking a bite of the apple, so I feel like he had to have seen that, like that branch, I guess. But like I'm just guess, because it's not in the Bible, what it would have. I mean, I believe it is about
what it would have been if she didn't.
Like what would it look like today, I guess. But
well, I mean, I guess it'd be, I wouldn't say necessarily the
it'd
same.
be like
it wouldn't be the same at all.
It wouldn't. I mean, you never know.
Because, well, there's all these different sins, like lust and greed and gluttony and wrath.
Because if you think about it, because a lot of the stuff that's happened today comes from sin, such as like,
so that's why it's going to be different, because there's not going to be any sin.
Because such as like Facebook was Zuckerberg was made out of lust and hatred from him not being able to talk to him or whatever. Like the whole reason, like that wasn't like Facebook was made because of that. So would it still be a thing today because without that sin, or would it be, I guess
I'm thinking the whole world would be different. It'd be flipped. It almost like when we were talking about like why aren't we born straight into heaven? That's kind of what it would be like if they didn't eat the apple, because then there wouldn't be any sin in the world, and because that's how God wanted it to be. Sure, they had free will. They had free will to eat the apple. And so that was the kind of feeling of tying free will on there.
That kind of makes me think of the song Heaven on Earth,
Oh, okay.
Just because, or just that saying, I guess, like heaven on earth. And I feel like that's like what God intended, like that was his idea and that's what it was. You know, like that's like,
Yeah.
when you say straight to heaven, like this would be heaven, I guess, but now it's separated.
Yep.
But
You
that's
earn
why
that
you
trust.
need that's why you need that relationship, not
Yep.
to be separated.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, so that wraps it up.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
wrapping
5
up for
o'clock.
episode 5. WN podcast.
Nice.
Episode 5.
We're already on episode 5. Pretty much with the bonus episode.
With the bonus episode, we're at 6.
Yeah, so we've made it past the buried podcast.
Yeah, buried podcast.
You shall not.
The what?
The you never speak its name.
Yeah, you
like,
don't even remember the name.
No, it's like Voldemort.
Okay.
He who shall not say his name.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know. I probably butchered that. I've seen Harry Potter, but I like Star Wars better.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is Star
Yeah,
Wars
well, I think in the
lightsabers.
last podcast that we had, we recorded 5 episodes, but only 3 got out because the 4th one was bad, and then the 5th one was when I had my buzz cut.
Yeah.
And then
how many likes should we?
What do you mean?
How many
The 5th
likes
one?
for us to?
Oh.
No, just like how about going off of this episode? How many likes would it take us for us to both to buzz?
I'm not buzz cutting ever again.
You're not.
No, it was terrible.
What if it's like 10K likes?
If it's
like how many likes?
If it's enough to start getting us monetized, I will.
Okay.
Which is impossible.
I wouldn't call that impossible.
So yeah, when pigs fly, well, likes in one video is not going to get us monetized.
Yeah, it's gotta be consistent, but
well, not even that. It's not even likes.
Views, everything, but
views and subscribers.
I would say.
So if you guys get us monetized in the next, so not the next episode, but the one after that. So episode 7.
How about by the end of this summer?
No. I'm saying.
End of July.
Episode.
End of July.
7th episode.
End of July. Saying it right now. If we get monetized by the end of July,
like with
we will buzz our hair, scalping it.
I'm not scalping it.
1/8 of an inch all the way. We're doing that. So.
Nope.
Yep. All right.
I did not agree to this.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the WN, or as Jaden would call it, the YN podcast.
WN podcast.
The WN
Episode
podcast.
5.
The week. Yep. Again.
We'll see you later.